That's the voice of Nigeria in Diaspora. This is the voice we are all with Nigeria. Welcome to our show, The Voice of Nigerians in Diaspora. I'm your chief host, and today's podcast is full of interesting discussion. Our topic today is Saving the Soul of Our Nation, Nigeria.
Yes.
My name is Dr. Afamef Nato from Enugu State. Stay here in the United States of America with my co-host,
Dr. Blessing Anyaiwe Onyekachi. Welcome to our viewers. We appreciate all of you, and we encourage you to subscribe,
like,
comment.
when you comment, we hear from you.
Yes.
And we know
what we are doing, or what you want us to do, or what you want us to discuss next.
And we have always said that the voice of Nigerian diaspora is devoid of any money influence,
Yes.
or any political influence. We want to say it the way it is. Our goal, our vision, our mission is to be an accountability voice for the sake of our common destiny, Nigeria, because in a generous community, no one should be left behind. And that's what we're fighting this election. So, Dr. Blessing, today's topic is saving the soul of our nation.
Yes.
We have been campaigning over months now.
Yes.
We have a few days to election. So, what do you need to tell the Nigerian people we need to do to save the soul of our nation?
Thank you so much. Yeah, it's something that everyone has been thinking about, yearning for, craving for. Everyone is looking forward to this February 25th for this D-Day, this election. And for us to be able to save the soul of Nigeria, there are so many things we need to put in place. The first is to get out, go to the pool and vote. Cast your vote is so important. Prayer point will not solve our problems. Sleeping will not solve it. Going to church and praying will not solve it. All we need to do is to go to the polling unit and cast your vote. Cast your vote, stay there, protect your vote.
And make sure that your vote is counted.
That your voice, because that vote is your voice. Make sure that your vote is counted before you leave.
Okay, Dr. Blessing, thank you so much for that. And in this show, we have declared to Nigerian people that we're endorsing Peter Obi and Yusuf Dati as our presidential candidate because we believe they have the quality and credibility and ingenuity to lead the challenges Nigerian people are facing at this time.
Yes.
And we say that how do we explain to the people what they should do when they get to the polling unit and they want to vote for Peter Obi and Yusuf Dati?
Yeah, when they get to polling unit, it's like you and I. Remember, people brought money and were telling us we don't need to support one, we need to support this. And we told them here, we say it how it is. We don't believe in money because you give us money today, what happens tomorrow? What happens to our people? So we've rejected those things, people have been calling for those things. We don't need that. Everyone needs money, yes. But at this point in time, we don't need money. All we need is to say the truth and do the right thing to save the soul of Nigeria.
Working Nigeria. Functional Nigeria.
We want to see the working Nigeria, a functioning Nigeria, where everyone can move freely. So to answer your question, what do we need to do? What we need to do at this point in time is to stay. Why did I bring up this stuff? Is to stay away from people who are intimidating us with their money.
Right.
And money will not solve our problem right now.
And there have been a lot of video trending in social media where money is being distributed.
Yes. Yeah. A lot of places, a lot of people are distributing money. Please don't allow them to buy your conscience. This is your time to make things right.
Take their money, but vote Peter Obi and Yusuf Dati.
If you want to, but for me, I will say don't cost money. Don't take it. But if you feel you want to take, you can take. But all you need to do is to ask yourself a question. Ask your conscience a question. this money I'm taking today, or I'm voting for this person, how about my tomorrow? Is that money going to sustain you for the next 4 years or 8 years? Ask yourself that question. All we need to do is, when you look at everyone that is coming up for this presidential election, the only capable person that can bring us out from this place we are right now in Nigeria is Peter Obi and Yusuf Dati. They are the only one who has the vision, the capability, the capacity, the strength to take us out from here. The vision. That is why we're encouraging everybody not to vote wisely. This time is to vote for Peter Obi.
And also, thank you so much, Dr. Blessing, and for, again, to, put my own voice in what Dr. Blessing is saying. The past 8 years, remember, when the APC came in, they told us about the change. They told us how we're going to have all this job. Buhari told us how he's going to put an end to the ASU strike. He made a lot of empty promises. He said, I am for nobody. I'm for the entire Nigeria. I have seen the past 8 years of Buhari's administration has been a mess. A lot of terrible things have happened. Right now, our nation is bleeding. If you look at our society, it's as if we don't even know who is leading. Like the new Naira note.
There is no law anymore.
Yeah, new Naira note. CBN will say that the February 10th is ineffective. Presidency will say April 10th is ineffective. Then the governors will say that. So there's a lot of confusion. So Nigerians, we need men of integrity, of vision. Do you observe something interesting in this election? There's no presidential debate in this election.
No.
Why?
Because that is where the capacity, strength,
so the PDP and APC, they don't want to showcase their own presidential candidate.
What do you want people to do? Because they've never experienced election like this.
Right.
Anything goes in Nigeria because they thought it's going to still be business as usual.
Yeah, but again, the thing is this, Dr. Blessing.
What will they tell you when they don't know what to do for you?
Exactly, because we already saw what happened in Chatham House.
When
exactly.
you know what to do.
Can you imagine?
Yeah, this is a resume.
Yeah.
If you have resume, you'll be able to defend yourself.
Exactly.
If
To speak to Nigerian people.
Yeah.
So Nigerian people, it's very important. Because in this presidential election, we don't even have presidential debate. When people come out
and tell you what they have for you.
Yeah, the plan. You saw what happened in Chatham House, where Tinubu, and they were just distributing questions. And just like I remember what you said in our show, the way they distribute these questions is going to be if they get in power.
They don't know what to do for you.
Yes.
Because if you know what to do, you don't need to share the question, you answer it. Somebody who cannot answer your question, because those questions are your problems.
Right.
Somebody who don't know your problem, how can they solve your problem?
There you go.
They cannot do it. Please, stay away from this money. Okay, imagine how much they are sharing. They are giving to people. How much do they make when they get to that seat? Exactly. Are you thinking about that?
Exactly.
If someone has given you money today, do you think that person will not recover that money before remembering you?
You see,
they can't even remember you because they have to pay back all this money.
Yeah, exactly.
Nobody wants to throw there. This is business. And for them to do it like this, because they know what they're going there to get. Exactly.
There's somebody that said that the challenges of 21st century cannot be resolved by people who came from 20th century. In other words, the challenges we are facing in 2023 in Nigeria require
young mind.
Exactly, a different breed of leaders.
Yes.
To emerge, to sit somebody in a decision table and make critical decisions. Yes. For Nigeria to save the soul of Nigeria, it cannot be the way it used to be, and we cannot continue to do the same thing
and expect different results. It can.
We must take a departure from status quo and do things differently. The Nigerian youth, this is your election.
Yes, so we can get the right person into power. We really want everybody to focus. This is not the time to bring sentiment into this politics. This is not the time to bring your brother or your sister or religion or culture into it. This is the time of realization of where we are, where we are going, what has been happening. This is the time for us to focus and save this nation, Nigeria. Because Nigeria is at the verge of vanishing from the face of the earth if care is not taken. We shouldn't give them.
Okay, let's just look at what Uchen sent us. He said, "Sir, the voice of Nigerians in diaspora, we understand that voting is very fundamental. It's our right. There have been a lot of provocations on the street from opposition party. How do we respond to provocation and violence?" Over to you, Dr. Blaise.
Yeah, I know many people. Thank you so much for this. Thank you so much, Uche, for this your question. To answer this question, I know this is the time, like I said, time for us to know who we are and to know where we are going to. You know, everybody wants to tempt or try your patience during this election. Most people, because they know they are already failing. So all they need to do is to touch that your button.
Cause confusion.
Cause confusion. That is why I am pleading for everybody to stay away. Walk away from this confusion. Walk away from them.
Focus.
Focus. Walk away from violence.
It's about.
It's almost time.
Yes.
It's almost time. We shouldn't give them what they want. We shouldn't give them what they are expecting, because it will come back to bite us so bad. This time is the time for you to focus. Please focus.
And also, Dr. Blessing, because this violence have been triggered from place to place.
Yes.
People who are carrying out this violence are the youth. You know, there are a lot of videos coming out from Lagos State, in particular, where APC young youth or thugs are beating up and Labour Party supporters. We are Nigerians and we have equal rights in every part of our nation. It is time for us to reject the politics of sentiment, tribalism,
and money,
sectionalism,
bribing
money,
buying your conscience.
Remember, just take a look at yourself. If you're a thug for somebody, there was a post I made the other day. I said, during the election, the corrupt politicians move along with their thugs.
A lot.
During the inauguration, they'll move along with their family.
Yes.
So they will no longer move.
With you again.
So all the thugs will be put aside. Then they will now be on the stage with their family, with the convoy and everything.
Different level.
Yes.
And they don't even need you again.
Exactly.
Unless they need to kill again.
Exactly. So
that's when they will remember you.
Think about that.
And they pay you.
Exactly.
To kill.
Remember your mother. Remember your father. Remember your family.
So sad.
That somebody who is using you as a tool to commit violence, to kill other people, to intimidate other people.
Yeah.
Ask the person, where is your family? Where are your own children? Because if they are campaigning, their own family should be out there campaigning with them. You don't see their children.
Their children should protect them too.
No.
Their children should come out and fight.
And they will make use of other people's children.
In Benin, there is these young ones, youth, fight, exchanging bullets with the police. And the one guy was killed. He's gone. The boy was killed. He's gone.
Please, in this election,
please stay away from violence. Please.
And for those who are saying there will be no voting, please tell the person it's not true.
They lie.
No vote is a vote.
Yes.
Whether you come out, if you're in southeastern Nigeria and you say you're not going to come out to vote, there will be Nigerian presidential election, and the person
you don't expect to win
will win.
Will win.
And the person will make law and decisions, and you will still going to suffer it.
Yes.
Let us stand for my Igbo people, for my Igbo people in eastern Nigeria. Let us stop standing by the sideline of history. Let us stop standing by the sideline of history. It's time for us to be part of this movement. Come together, channel our frustrations, our pain, our disappointment,
our
anger to the ballot box,
our unemployment,
and bring in
our starvation,
credible people,
our sickness.
Exactly.
Take it to the ballot, vote and vote.
Yeah, get credible people
and vote.
They will listen. Vote. They will listen.
That is all you need.
Yes,
that is your. Like I always say, your voting is your gold.
Exactly.
That your voter's card is your gold. Go there, cast in your vote. That your vote will change your life. That your vote will bring health. Good hospital, good roads,
security, employment, industrialization,
food.
Electricity. We cannot thrive as a country without electricity.
At all.
Good education. So many things.
You will stop being a slave, a thug to people.
In your own homeland.
In your own homeland. People use you to do atrocities. Why? Because they made you to remain like that. They made you to be poor so you can fight for them.
Yes.
They take away your destiny. They take away your job. You graduate, you're being a thug to somebody who didn't even go to school.
And they will give you drugs. They will come out and say you're a drug addict.
You're an addict.
Look at it.
They send you out there to fight for them. Whereas they are the one that deprives you from good job.
Exactly.
They are the one that took away that food from your mouth.
Actually, some of them will bring the drugs and give you the drugs and get you soaked in meth or cocaine and all those things.
Yes. And they'll be the one, if they don't like you anymore, they'll be the one to report you
and kill you
and
eliminate
you.
So
please do not allow these oppressors to continue to oppress you.
Yes.
Do not allow somebody who took away your food.
Remember
Ensa.
Remember palliative being in a huddle, in houses.
Somebody that took your job. Remember that.
And if someone tell you, I will come back and do it this time around, and the person has been in power for the past 20, 30, 40 years,
they are still lying to you.
The person cannot do it.
They are still lying to you.
If the person have intention,
they would have done it before now.
That's it, Dr.
What is the difference they are going to do now that they didn't have that opportunity before to do? Please ask yourself that question.
It's time.
Somebody that takes away your food, somebody that takes away your job, your health, your infrastructure, somebody that took all those things away from you and they want to offer you money because it's election. Please say no to that. And before we leave, I want to thank you for watching. I want you to know that the new Nigeria all of us have been clamoring for is right here with us. Our principal, our candidate, the Labour Party candidate, Peter Obi and Yusuf Dati, if you vote, if you keep to your word, if you keep to hope and the promise of the future, and vote, and tell your friends to vote, and tell your family to vote LP. And when you vote, remember Mama, Papa, Pikin. And when you put away the right LP, don't fold it like this, fold it like this, so it will not be an invalid vote. And stay back. And stay back and make sure your vote is counted. Yes. And once you do that, Nigerians will be better. We will rejoice. Amen. Because in a generous community, remember, no one should be left behind. And we want a Nigeria that will work for all Nigerians. Thank you for watching. Thank you. Remember to like, subscribe, and comment. See you next time.